Look at that. Hey guys, AJ here back on the one for you. So guys, we all know that these 304s are out here trying to be strong and independent.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
Clown world, right? And guys, they're like, oh yeah, I'm single by choice, please.
Stop the cap.
Stop the cap. Guys, that's cap, it's cope, right? Guys, women are never single by choice. Ever, right? Because guys, men control access to relationships and marriage, and women control access to sex and who is born, right? These chicks who say they're single by choice, if Chad Wonderbang and Tyrone Thunderstroke came up to them and proposed, you know that they would say yes. They cannot get the guys that they want to take them seriously, right? And guys, we have a bunch of knuckleheaded broads saying, you know what? Instead of working on myself, making myself more attractive to the guys that I want, I'm just going to double down and say, you know what? I'm going to be single forever, right? Think about how crazy that is, right?
You stupid woman.
So guys, we're going to dump some fire on TikTok and look at some of these knuckleheaded broads that say that they're going to be single forever. But before we do, like, subscribe, and drop a comment, guys. I have a Discord, check that out. I have a second channel, check that out. There's a playlist at the end, and let's get into this.
Popular dating advice. Accept that you may be single for the rest of your life.
Look at
Here's
that.
how making peace with that possibility has set me free. A lot of humans suffer because we're drawn away from the present moment. We feel lack, like something could always be better, like the grass is always greener on the other side. And when it comes to relationships and being single, it's that mental overwhelm and pressure of trying to find the perfect partner. Where are you? Is he out there? And if he isn't, how can I meet him? What dating apps can I use? What premium services of those apps can I subscribe to so I have a better chance of meeting him? Where can I hang out to meet the hottest people? How can I present myself in the right way to attract the right guys? And while there's absolutely nothing wrong with dating and wanting to be in a relationship, investing too much time in this mindset of lack, I don't have a boyfriend, I don't have a husband, so therefore I must invest all my energy in trying to find one. That's the shit that truly sucks the joy out of life. All the hours wasted just swiping. All the moments overlooked because you were too busy romanticizing a chance encounter with a perfect dude at the mall, or bumping into a hottie while you're out doing groceries or running errands with your kids. The more your mind is elsewhere, romanticizing and wanting and craving something that doesn't exist, the more your present moment, your actual reality, is neglected. And when you neglect your own life, you fail to make progress. You fail to develop as a human. My mental health and ability to enjoy life skyrockets the more I am able to be at peace with the possibility of being single for the rest of my life.
Look at
and
that.
yes, I take it to the extreme. Like literally growing old to 80, 90 years old without ever being in a romantic relationship or getting married. And the more I force myself to be at peace with that concept, the world won't stop turning and my life won't end should that happen, the more free I become, the more happy I am, the less I stress about shit I can't control, like when I'll meet my perfect dude. Because I already know I'll be okay regardless. I know that I can live the remainder of my life all the way till my deathbed, completely and utterly single, and still have found ways to make my life meaningful, joyful, and full. Coming to peace with that outcome means that I currently have zero expectations for my love life. And when you don't have any expectations, you can't get disappointed. And now that I've freed up my mental energy and released all the what ifs and when will I meet him, I have a lot more fun now envisioning my life as a single person and romanticizing the hell out of that. Thinking of all the time that I'll have to focus on the business that I want to start, because just having me and my daughter to invest my time in means one less distraction. Thinking of all the traveling I'll do.
Guys, pump the brakes. Of course, she's a single mom, right, guys?
I'll do and the places I'll go and the experiences I'll make with my daughter when she's older. How not being in a relationship frees us up to do and go whenever and wherever we want. Thinking of having a home completely to myself and to my daughter. Being able to keep it clean and cozy and aesthetic and a girls only space because I'm not having to clean up after some dude who can't be bothered to put his clothes in the hamper or wipe out the sink after he's done shaving. Thinking of all the nights I'll sleep in complete and utter peace, knowing knowing some guy isn't out there cheating on me. Like when you're able to reframe singlehood and romanticize the hell out of it to the point that you are comfortable with the possibility of living the rest of your life without a relationship, like, wow. And then, if and when the universe does decide you are ready for a relationship, you'll know that it's actually the real deal. And you'll know that you truly are ready for it. Because it came to you while you were living your fullest, unbothered life. You didn't chase it from a place of lack. It just came to you. So in my humble opinion, that is a much better approach and mindset to dating. I'm not saying stop dating, go for it, swipe all you want. But when you have your conversations with your matches, just fuck all the expectations. Just keep it casual, keep living your life. And if you make good friends along the way, great. But don't hold your breath for a life partner. In fact, just get comfy with the idea that you may never meet one at all. And the moment you can truly come to terms with that and make a decision to keep living your fullest life regardless is the moment you become free. Unpopular.
Guys, if you believe anything this absolute knucklehead just said,
you've been had, you've been took, you've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Clown world. Guys, there's a lot to unpack here, right? But guys, her mindset's about control, right? Guys, she thinks somehow she has some control over if she's in a relationship or not. As a single mom with these stupid tattoos, right? Guys, what are you talking about, right? When I'm ready and it's gonna come to me and I decide, you're not deciding anything because a man decides if you're in a relationship or not. Number two, guys, she doesn't prioritize relationships at all. Guys, why do you think back in the 70s and the 80s, women who got divorced or their husband died got married again and again? Because they prioritize marriage. In the third world, women need marriage like they need food, right? Why do you think there's other cultures out there where all the women are always married? Because guys, they don't have this lackadaisical approach to marriage and relationships. Look at this. This lackadaisical approach saying, well, relationships aren't important. Think about how insane that it is. This is a first world mindset right here. And only in a society where women are more privileged than anyone else can they have this type of mindset. You think that women in Africa have this mindset, guys? That women in Eastern Europe, that women in Southeast Asia can have this relaxed mindset about marriage? Because, guys, they can't be fine when they're 55. Or here, they can't even be single moms in most countries because there's no safety net. Absolutely insane. And then, of course, guys, this false dichotomy of I need to be strong and independent or be with some lazy, shiftless guy who's going to ruin my whole life, right? Did she sound optimistic about any men at all? Oh, some man's going to be in my house, messing it up and shaving everywhere, blah, 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 blah. This chick is cooked. Cooked. Why would any man in his right mind want to put up with this? You guys can hear this subtle tinge of misandry, right? Because, guys, I guarantee her kid's dad is freaking Gavin, right? Who shot up the club, she got pregnant, and now she hates all men, and she's been hell on wheels for every man she's ever met since then. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I know that I'll be fine on my own. Guys, why would anyone want to build a life with a person that is so inconsiderate of other people and is basically saying, well, I've pictured my entire life with no one in it. There's other people out there saying, I've never pictured going my whole life by myself. So they're going to be more open and receptive to cooperation and doing things to build a life together. I'm not going to even read her comments, guys, because they're all bullshit, right? But guys, are hashtags. Hashtag dating advice. Hashtag single dating advice. Hashtag best dating advice, please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Hashtag single mom dating advice. Hashtag single mom advice. Hashtag Relationship coach for women, please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Hashtag single mom advice. Hashtag relationship coach for women, please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Hashtag single forever. Hashtag single mother by choice. Oh, look at that, guys. Look at that. Hashtag love advice. Hashtag unpopular advice. Clown world.
Deal with the possibility that you might be single forever. This was really hard for me because I was a desperate bitch. I was really codependent and I relied on other people to validate me and make me feel loved. Society taught me that you were not valuable if you were single. You were only valuable if you were coupled up. And that's some bullshit. My single friends seem a lot happier than most of the married couples I know. So what I did is I found some single friends on this platform and in real life who are living their best life. They have built a life that they absolutely love by learning to enjoy their solitude, by rediscovering their hobbies and creating new ones, by being their best companion, and by decentering romantic love from their life.
There it is again,
they
guys.
Instead have looked for love in multiple other avenues, loving themselves, appreciating love from their friendships, from their family members, and from their community. Look, if history tells us anything, it's that the majority of women through history did not marry for romantic love.
And that's why marriages worked. Because men don't marry for romantic love either. Guys, marriage is about duty, honor, and respect. With men, that's downloaded in our brains, right? Despite this modern mindset, men still work from duty, honor, and respect. We do that with our friends. We do that with our girlfriends, wives, parents, or whatever, right? Women are the ones that injected the love into it, right? And this knucklehead right here doesn't understand. If you were to go back and think like how the women thought in the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, you'd be much happier.
They married because their parents arranged it, because they were purchased through a dowry or slavery, or because it was their only option to get protection and provision, because they never had equal rights.
And now they
I feel
have
like
the
it wasn't
government.
until the Disney movies where we all got brainwashed into thinking that romantic love led to a happily ever after, and that romantic love was our highest purpose, when really our highest purpose is to live a life that you are proud of.
Look at that, guys, right? Look at that. So in other words, guys, your happiest thing as a woman is to live for yourself and be a selfish bitch, right? Guys, this is why men can't build with modern women, because they're the most selfish, self-centered, narcissistic group of people that have ever lived. Men continue to be selfless and women are selfish. Guys, let me know in the comments if you agree, right? And this chick here, she's like 50 something, guys, like that. And she's saying this only because she's old and Chad doesn't want her anymore.
And to love yourself. So I have worked really hard to create a life that I love and also to protect my peace. If a partner comes along
Here it comes.
that matches me and we fit well into each other's lives, then I am so open for that.
Please.
But I will not allow someone into my life who is not my match and who will destroy my peace and who will destroy the life that I have worked so hard to create. Because that's not fair to them either, that you're settling. And then you're going to spend the rest of that relationship trying to make them something they are not. Let's just love ourselves.
There it is, guys. Fear, scarcity, and lack. These chicks create this false dichotomy of if I do date a guy, if I choose to date a guy, which is a lie, right?
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
They automatically go to the extreme. She's going to be abusive. He'll be beating me, blah, 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 blah. So that's where they operate, right? And they make the scarcity argument because no men worth a damn want them. So they have to cap and cope and act like the only men out there are trash. That's why I'm saying single now. It isn't my fault. Oh, no. It isn't the fact that I'm not a good product out there, right? It's the consumer's fault. The consumers are too dumb to know that I'm a good product. Instead of saying, I need to make myself a better product to be purchased. These chicks are cooked, man. They're cooked. And she actually thought that she dropped some freaking knowledge, right? That, oh, yeah. I'm so smart. Please, come on.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Guys, her first comment, how do you deal with the possibility that you could end up with a deadbeat husband? A single is awesome. See that, guys? Automatically to the scarcity argument. But this is what happens when these chicks are old, right? Or they're single moms, and they're old, they hit the wall. They do these things that make them irreparably worse on the dating market, so then they have to do the scarcity argument. Oh, I might be a single mom that has tattoos and the high five or the herp derp, and I'm 55, but it's just men's fault. There's no good men out there anyways. Come on, man. Single will always be better than settling, this person says. I choose my singlehood. Guys, there's no choosing a singlehood for these chicks. Guys are hashtags. Hashtag single life. Hashtag single mom. Hashtag codependency. Hashtag love yourself. Hashtag single forever. Hashtag decentering romantic relationships. Guys, once again, she's decentering romantic relationships because she doesn't have a choice in the matter. By even saying that she can do that is acting like she's deciding to not be in a relationship, which is bullshit. All right, you guys, this is AJ. I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, and guys, I am out of here. Have a good one, guys.